everyone, welcome to our channel, Bakercise. This is our very first recipe, and today we are making apple cinnamon scones. This recipe will take about an hour to make and is for bakers who are allowed to use their ovens. Let's get started. For this recipe, you will need 1 softened stick of butter, 1 apple chopped into cubes, 2 3/4 cups of flour, 1/3 cup of sugar, 1 cup of applesauce, preferably unsweetened, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 2 eggs.
Okay, so first what you're gonna add is 2 3/4 cup flour. Next, your 1/3 cup sugar. You're gonna take 1 tablespoon baking powder or baking soda and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then you're gonna just lightly mix it just to get all the dry ingredients incorporated. Okay, now you're gonna take your butter, slightly softened, 1 stick of butter, and you're gonna put it in the thing.
Now what you're going to do is you're going to add your chopped apples to your mixture. And you're just going to mix them in there lightly. Okay, in a separate bowl now, you are going to crack your eggs. You're going to put in your cup of applesauce. And finally, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is what it should look like once you're done mixing the wet ingredients. Now I'm going to add the wet ingredients to the dry ones. So let me just pour that in. And you're going to incorporate them. And then eventually, in a little bit, you are going to knead the dough. And then I'll show you what it will look like once you're done. So this is how you're going to knead it. It'll be sticky, but as you keep going, it'll get less sticky. And then once you're done, it should be kind of incorporated like this. So keep kneading until it's not as sticky, and if you need to, you can add a little bit more flour to get it a little less sticky. So once your dough looks something like this, you can hold it, not too sticky. You're going to set down the bowl, and you're going to cut it into about 2 equally sized balls. So really shape it into a ball, then cut it in half with your knife. So now I have this end and this end, and it's okay if you cut through some of the apple slices. And so now I'm just going to shape these little guys also into small little balls. They don't have to be 100% the same size, so it's okay if they're a little uneven.
After you got half of your dough into a circle with about 1/2 inch thickness, place it on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and that also has a light coating of flour. Your end result should look like this: the dough and everything else.
You're going to cut them each into 8 little scones with a cold knife. And the cold is just to make it stick a little bit less, and you can just run it under cold water. So, After you cut them, you're going to want to move them a little bit further apart because when they rise, you don't want them to be too close together, but they don't have to be very, very far away. This is what it should look like once you're done cutting them and separating them. You're going to sprinkle each scone with a little bit of cinnamon and sugar mixture. Use about 3 tablespoons of sugar and about half a teaspoon of cinnamon, but it doesn't have to be exact. So I'm just going to use my fingers here. Just put a little bit on each one.
After you're done prepping the dough, you put it in the refrigerator or the freezer for about 30 minutes, and in 20 minutes you preheat your oven to 425 Fahrenheit. Putting them in the refrigerator will help them rise better.
Thanks for watching. We hope your scones turned out delicious. All of the ingredients that we used are going to be in the description box down below. Subscribe for more recipes and then comment what else you want us to make.